wonderful to have all of you here. We have a lot to celebrate tonight. So we celebrate a wonderful B'nai Mitzvah, the beginning of Shabbat, of course. And Kenner Goldman now begins as we welcome each other. We welcome our community. We welcome the Sabbath. Hine Matov. So now in preparation for the candles, I'd like to call upon our very proud mothers, Katie and Liz, and any of our other female relatives who would like to come up. We'd love to have you up as well as we rise to recite the blessings for the candles for Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And you may be seated. And now let's open up our prayer books and we turn to the middle of page 5 as we welcome the angels of peace. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Borechem L'Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bachuni Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Seichem Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Shir Adonai, Shir Hadash, page 13.
Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai chol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai b'chol shemo,
continue now on page 14, the very next page. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz.
ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. Bottom of 20.
And now let's continue as we welcome the Sabbath bride with the words L'cha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabala, page 23. And now please take a moment and welcome all those around you with the good Shabbos.
I invite all those currently in mourning or serving a yard site to please remain standing. Everyone else can feel free to have a seat. Continue with the Mourner's Kaddish, page 30. It kadal v'it kadash shemei rabba, be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvisman karif v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'lalmei olamaya. V'it barach v'it tabach v'it pa'ar v'it romam v'it naseh v'it hadar v'it ale v'it halal shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. I invite the rest of us to please rise for the Baruch Hu, the call to worship, as I invite Max and Walker to lead us.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated. With timeless love, you have loved your people, the house of Israel. You have taught us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Therefore, Adonai our God, as we lie down and as we rise up, we shall speak of your laws, rejoicing in the words of your Torah and your mitzvot forever and ever. Ahavat Olam, page 40.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו בשוכבנו לפנינו, נשיח, נשיח, נשיח בחוקך, אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, ואני אשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ולבהם נגיע יומם ולילה, באהבתך, באהבתך, אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
We turn to page 41 for the Shema, led by our bar mitzvah, Max.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Be'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavcha u'b'chol נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, ושתפתך בביתך, וברכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך, ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
We continue silently with the paragraphs on page 42.
Adonai Elohim Emet.
Who is like you, Adonai, among the mighty? Who is like you, adorned in holiness, revered and praised, working wonders? Micha Mocha, page 44. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Hashkivenu, the top of page 45.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Mechamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Mechamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Ushmor Shabbat Adonai, Hapore Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim.
And let's turn now to page 46, the very top of the page, Vishamru V'nei Yisrael.
Adonai
Et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz.
Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat lasot et haShabbat ledorotam berit olam.
And please rise. Middle of 46.
V'yit gadol, v'yit kedash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divra kirutei, v'yamlich malhutei, be'hayehon u'vyomehon u'payei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala, u'bizman karib, ve'imeru, amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach, le'olam u'lalmei almaya.
Yitzbarah.
Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitraman, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudasha,
Barechu.
le'elam min kol birhata v'shirata,
Tushbechata v'ne'emata, da'amiram be'alma.
ve'imeru, amen.
Amen. And now let's continue silently, page 47 through page 52. And let us now continue on page 51, a prayer for peace, Shalom Raf.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam V'Shalom Rav Al Chol Yoshvei Te'eveh Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam V'Shalom Rav Al Chol Yoshvei Te'eveh Tasim Leolam Ki Adon Melech Adon Lechol Shalom
And now we prepare for a prayer of healing. And I want to make special note, it's an honor tonight to have Max's uncle, Eric, who's here with his wife, Holly. Eric, it's so good to have you here. So many of us have been praying for you over the last year and a half through your journey. And we're very thankful you're here tonight, and continued refuah shlema. And we continued refuah shlema to all those who are injured, those who are sick, as the cantor leads us in a prayer of healing, the Misha Barak prayer. And you may be seated now. And let's continue with the Kaddish Shalem in our prayer books, page 54.
Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabba be'alma divra kirutei be'amlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kari ve'imeru amen. Yeheshmei Rabba mevorach le'aolam v'lol me'el mayach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalol shemei dekudisha le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran be'alma ve'yimeru amen. Kabal Salotahon Uvahutahon Decho Yisrael Kadam Avuhon Devishmaya Veimeru Amen Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya Vechayim Halinovel Ko Yisrael Veimeru Amen Ose Shalom Bim Ramav Uyase Shalom Halinovel Ko Yisrael Veimeru Amen.
So good Shabbos, everyone. There's so much that I have learned and I've thought about since my mother passed away 3 weeks ago tonight. So many important aspects of life. But there's one I want to share tonight. Something I think that is so simple that it's easy to forget. 3 weeks ago on that Friday afternoon, something in me told me I should call my parents. I usually speak to my parents once a week or so, but I had been in Israel the week before, so it had been a few weeks, but it was a Friday, and like many of us, especially for a rabbi, I was extremely busy that Friday afternoon, but thank God something in me told me I needed to call. And so I called, and my dad told me that my mother was very sick, not feeling well. I could hear her in the background, but I'm glad I called. She knew I had called. And I got to hear her voice saying that she couldn't speak, but she appreciated the call. And the fact I called has made all of this so much easier for me. This would have been so much harder if I, in many ways, had not called that Friday afternoon. But the question I have asked myself over the last 3 weeks is, did I call enough when she was alive? Yes, I'm always busy. Too many times I told myself I didn't have the time or the energy. I had too much going on. I told myself once a week or so was fine. I still got to see them every couple months. They don't live far away. They're just up in Dallas. But looking back now, maybe I didn't call enough. There are many reasons to call. Many reasons. Perhaps many of us don't do it enough. Call our parents, or if we're blessed to have grandparents or uncles, aunts, elders. Why is that so? We think about old age in the context, perhaps, of our youth-obsessed culture. We all know to become old and irrelevant in the eyes of society is hard, but becoming old and irrelevant in the eyes of your own family, your own children, of course, that's even worse. And it happens too often. I see it when I'm with some of the older people in our congregation who rarely hear from their children or their grandchildren. I don't think most people intentionally neglect their parents. It's subtle. Sometimes it just happens and maybe we don't even realize it. Maybe it's at the start. As we all know, as little children, they're basically 100% dependent on their parents. Like all of us who are blessed to be parents, I remember holding my oldest son, Joshua, for the first time and realizing that this little person's life is completely in my hands. He wouldn't last a few minutes out there in the world alone. He needed me to steer him away from medicine cabinets, electric sockets, to run a home with my wife, Lisa, and to earn a living so he had food on the table. But of course, as time passed, the more we become both literally and figuratively able to stand on our feet, the less reliant we become on our parents' protection, their support, their guidance. If anything, at some point in life, the roles even become reversed. Our parents begin to rely on us for the very things we relied on them for. And so slowly over time, parents become maybe less relevant. Not that we love them any less, but just that life gets busy. So we may forget to call. We don't visit enough. We put them on the sidelines. Maybe that's why there's so many jokes about it. Maybe you've heard of this one. A Jewish man calls his mother in Florida. He says, "Hi, Mom, how have you been?" She says, "Not so good. I've been feeling very weak." He gets worried. "Weak? Why are you feeling weak?" She says, "I hadn't eaten for 28 days. He panics. 28 days? Why? What's wrong? And she answers, "I didn't want my mouth to be full of food in case you should call." Of course, there's this other classic joke. An elderly Jewish couple realize their son hasn't visited in a long time. The mother says, "This is terrible. He never comes anymore. We've got to do something." So the mother calls her son. She says, "My darling, you must come over right away. Your father and I had a terrible fight. I don't know if we're going to stay together." The son panics. "What? I'll be right there." He rushes over to the house. When he arrives, his parents are sitting calmly at the kitchen table enjoying lunch. "Mom and Dad, I thought you were breaking up." The mother shrugs and says, "Breaking up? No. But apparently that's what it takes to get you to visit." Yes, there are many classic jokes and many Jewish classic jokes like these for a reason. They hide some inconvenient truths. How do we intervene in this tendency? How do we redirect this drift towards irrelevance that sometimes comes from our parents, our grandparents, and will one day, no doubt, come for us as well? I think of an idea from our tradition that I recently learned in preparing for my Wednesday Lunch and Learn, one that deals with respecting our elders more broadly. There's a verse in the Torah that says, "You shall rise before a respected person, and you shall respect the elderly." Now Rashi, the commentator on the Torah, asks, what does that mean, respect the elderly? What does that specifically mean? And he gives a specific answer. Rashi says, you shouldn't speak in their place, and you shouldn't sit in their place. Don't speak in his place or sit in his place. Don't cut your mother off when she's talking. Don't sit in your father's chair. But to me, there's more here than just these common courtesies. I think Rashi was pointing to something deeper for all of us to consider. Don't speak in their place. In other words, understand that older people do indeed have something to say. If you cut them off, if you're never in touch, you might miss it. Yes, my mother was starting to lose her memory. Early dementia and other issues kept her from having any type of real conversation for several years. But before that time, I hope I learned enough from her. Sometimes I do regret not asking her more about her mother, a Holocaust survivor. What was her childhood like growing up in a small town in Oklahoma? What was it like growing up as one of the few Jews around? And how did you ever survive raising 3 boys? But I can no longer ask those questions. My friends, if you still have older people in your life that you can call them more than you already do. Learn from them now. You'll never regret doing so. I've only been reminded you'll only regret not doing so enough. Because there's a unique value in wisdom and experience in having been around the block. The Talmud tells a story about the sage Rabbi Yochanan who would stand before the elderly Armenians and say how many troubles and experiences had passed over them. He knew in his wisdom that their troubles and their experiences gave them insight that he did not have access to, no matter how smart and wise he was. Yes, Job reminded us long ago, with age comes wisdom, and length of days brings understanding. And when I really reflect, I don't even need to take Job's word for it. I've had these experiences many times. There have been many times in my life when I've struggled with a life decision, how to deal with a health issue, a financial one, how to help my children with their challenges. And if I happen to ask my parents for their advice, or my in-laws, or an older person here at the synagogue, and what I'm dealing with, to get their advice, they always seem to give some pretty good suggestions and advice on what I can do. So now I know the more I can call my father, my in-laws, and continue to learn from those who have gone before me here in our congregation, the more I honor them and the more I learn. But one more idea in conclusion, because I want to remind us of a very basic idea that I recently was reminded of in a classic story. Because aside from the value that our elderly and parents and all those before us can provide, there's one more fundamental reason to afford them the time and the respect they deserve. The story is told of a frail old man who went to live with his son, daughter-in-law, and a 4-year-old grandson. The old man's hands trembled, his eyesight was blurred, and his steps faltered. The family ate together nightly at the dinner table. But the elderly grandfather's shaky hands and failing sight made eating rather difficult. Food often fell off his spoon onto the floor. When he grasped the glass, milk often spilled on the tablecloth. The son and daughter-in-law became irritated with the nightly mess. They said to themselves, "We must do something about this man, this elderly man. I've had enough of his spilled milk, his noisy eating, and the food on the floor." So the husband and wife set a small table in the corner. There, grandfather ate alone while the rest of the family enjoyed dinner at the table. And since grandfather had broken many dishes, his food was served in a wooden bowl. And sometimes when the family glanced in grandfather's direction, he had a tear in his eye as he ate alone. But still, the only words the couple had for him were sharp rebukes when he dropped some food or spilled his milk. The 4-year-old watched it all in silence. And one evening before supper, the father noticed his 4-year-old son playing with wood scraps on the floor. He asked the child sweetly, "What are you making?" And just as sweetly, the boy responded, "Oh, I'm making a little bowl for you and Mom to eat your food when I grow up." The 4-year-old smiled and went back to work. Yes, the words struck the parents so much that they were speechless. Then tears started to stream down their cheeks. Though no word was spoken, both knew what must be done. And that evening, the husband took grandfather's hand and gently led him back to the family table. And for the remainder of his days, he ate every meal with the entire family. And for some reason, neither the husband nor the wife seemed to care any longer when a fork was dropped or milk was spilled. Yes, children are remarkably perceptive, no matter their age. Their eyes observe, their ears listen, and their minds process the messages they absorb. They will imitate what we do as parents and grandparents for the rest of their lives. And the wise person, the wise parent realizes that every day the building blocks are being laid for that child's future. My friends, tonight, learn from me and my experiences. Let us sit at the feet of our elders and learn from them. And let us all be wise builders and role models. Shabbat Shalom. Let's now continue in our service as we rise for the Aleinu. And we invite our B'nai Mitzvah parents to come up and to open the ark for us.
Shabbat la'adon hakol la'tzeit ketula le'osei reshit shelo asanu kegoye haratzot velo samanu kemishpechota adama shelo samhalkenu kahem vegor aleinu kehol hamonam va'anachnu korim Tachavim umodim Livnei melech Malhei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruhu Shehu noteh shamayim Ve'yoset haaretz Umoshev yikaro Bashamayim ima'al Ushrinat tuzo Ushrinat tuzo Begovhei meromi Katuv b'toratecha Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushemo echad.
If you are currently observing a yard site, or if you are indeed in mourning, I do invite you to remain standing as we turn to page 58 for the Kaddish Tome, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach yirotei ve'amlich malchutei, B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'gala v'izman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Almei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Kudesha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiram Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We hold special place in our hearts for those who have lost their loved ones in recent weeks, including the families of Carmen Eva Gorvinas, Sarah Gerech Silber, Olga Resnikoff, Esther Jacobson Lipinski, Esther Diane Berger, Larry Irving Sirota, Sherwood Newer, and Loretta Levy Krasnoff. And may all of our loved ones' memories be for our blessing.
All right, thank you, Rabbi Fort. So we have 4 anniversaries we get to celebrate this evening. First, celebrating their 30th anniversary, Stacy and Michael Schwartzberg. Mazel tov. And you feel very blessed that your 3 sons are happy and healthy, and you're looking forward to an amazing trip next month to celebrate your anniversary. So Stacy and Michael, continued blessings for your 3 wonderful sons, the 2 of you, your families, and may more simchas and more trips, and many, many more good times together as you celebrate 30 years. Mazel tov. Celebrating their 39th anniversary, Sarah Ellen and Hugh Kaiser. Mazel tov. So you feel very fortunate. You've done a lot of traveling this past year, including the Beth Yeshurun trip to Germany and Poland. It was an honor to be with you on that trip. And you're also thrilled that your granddaughter, Etta, told you that she's expecting a baby brother later this spring. So that's wonderful news. Another grandchild. It's awesome. Continued good news, more simchas, and more family celebrations. You celebrate 39 years. Mazel tov. Celebrating their 55th anniversary, Mariah and Michael Morris. Mazel tov. You feel very fortunate to celebrate 55 years together. I see some of your family here. It's great to have them here as well. And your children and grandchildren feel very blessed to have such incredible role models, selflessly sharing a lifetime of unconditional love, positivity, wisdom, and always guided by your moral compass. I would agree. You have a lot to celebrate, only more times together with your family, and continue good health as you celebrate 55 years. Mazel tov. And our last anniversary, celebrating 62 years, Joan and Louis Katz. Mazel tov. And you feel very fortunate to have 6 grandchildren, and I know all of them. They're wonderful young people. You have a lot to be thankful for. And most importantly, you feel blessed with good health, continued only good things. More simchas, moments such as this, as you celebrate 62 years. Mazel tov. So just a few announcements. I won't give all of them because we have so much going on, but please do take your Shabbat guide home and look at our website. We have our 100 Jewish men this upcoming Wednesday. We're looking forward to welcoming O.S. Hawkins, a very well-respected evangelical minister, to speak about faith and evangelical support for Israel and shared values. That'll be this Wednesday night. We have some youth programs coming up. Rabbi Ford has a Rosh Chodesh Adar program a week from Sunday on February 22nd. Also on February 22nd, I'm very much looking forward to Julie Sachs and our volunteer choir, Harmonia, are putting together a tribute concert in honor of what would have been the 75th birthday of Debbie Freeman. She's an incredible woman whose music transformed the American Jewish world, and of course, she got her start here at Beth Yeshurun years ago. So I'll be at 4:30 on Sunday, February 22nd. Registration is requested. And the next night, on Monday night, February 23rd, we're welcoming a very special group called Shava. That Monday night, we invite you to join us for an internationally acclaimed photography exhibition featuring the work of Israel's top photojournalists. Presented in partnership with Shalva, the incredible Israel Association for the Care and Inclusion of Persons with Disabilities. And the evening will include a special guest, Josh Aronson, recognized as the first journalist with autism and a global advocate for inclusion, and Eli Mandelbaum, a Shalva ambassador and former YNET journalist. Should be a very special night. I hope you'll join me there on Monday night, February 23rd. And my last announcement is Purim is coming up in just a few weeks, and I hope to see all of you on Sunday, March 1st, as we celebrate Purim here at Beth Yeshurun at 10 a.m. We're going to have a Purim spiel with your clergy and our staff and some of our leadership dressed up in our best 80s themed gear. Should be a lot of fun. That's at 10 a.m. And then our carnival begins right afterwards, right after our spiel at 11 a.m. And then the next night, we'll read Megillah on that Monday night, March 2nd, as we read the Megillah to celebrate the wonderful holiday of Purim. And finally, But most importantly, I want to wish Mazel Tov to our B'nai Mitzvah, to Max and to Walker. Congratulations, gentlemen. Great job tonight. It's great to have a lot of your family and friends here. We have a lot to celebrate. And tomorrow morning, you guys will officially become B'nai Mitzvah. We'll begin in our Bark Sanctuary at 9:30 a.m. We'll gather together there as Max and Walker officially become B'nai Mitzvah. I hope to see all of you there beginning again at 9:30 a.m. So I'm going to invite all of Max and Walker's friends that are here, all our pre-B'nai Mitzvah students, all of our children, and the siblings as well, to come up to the Bima and to help Cantor Goldman in our B'nai Mitzvah to conclude our service. And we say to our boys as they come up to the Bima, Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim ke'Menashe. May God bless our sons like Ephraim and Menashe and all the good sons of our tradition. And for our daughters, we say Yesimech Elohim ke'Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. May God bless our daughters like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And may God always bless all of our children this Shabbat and always with peace. And let us say, Amen. And now please rise for the Kiddush and Hamotzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzav anu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon, Zikaron lema